Welcome to Elko Live today. So pleased to be featuring our guest today. I was choosing what happy word I was going to use to introduce today's guest from the Elko Convention and Visitors and Conference Center, which is now known as the E Center, easing into this new branding. The facility looks great, by the way, ladies. I have Michelle Cromwell, who's Marketing and Advertising Manager, Kim Longley, who's the Sales and Event Manager for ECVA, and welcome, both of you. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here today. We do have an exciting event to talk about. We're on the doorstep of Elko Pop Con, and both Kim and Michelle and the rest of the very small staff, but a bunch of volunteers, because I understand there's a lot of interest in this, so you do get some help putting this together. Is that right, Kim?
Yes, we do have an amazing committee that volunteers different ideas throughout the year to kind of help bring PopCon to life. And then we have our amazing team that just works around the clock to make it happen.
In fact, you're starting to move in now. Is that right, Michelle? You're getting all set up?
Yes, both buildings are set up and the vendors are moving in as we speak. Vendor move-in is until 5 p.m. today. And Kim was over there taking care of that this morning, and we're in the E Center making sure everything was ready for the celebrities and the panels and that the sound's working and the team's busy.
Yep. Just a movement and a slight adjustment there to the microphone. Yes, the team is busy at the Convention Center, the E Center. We should describe Elko Pop Con because, for some people it might be something brand new. Elko's Pop Con is unique. It's been a little smaller, but it is growing, and that's not a bad thing. But you're really kind of celebrating creativity, right? I mean, there's just creativity for people of all ages.
Yep, it's just really all about all things popular culture. So we'll have the celebrities, we'll have some special guests, we'll have panel sessions, workshops, cosplay contests, and of course the vendors in Vendor City.
Vendors and celebrity guests. I know there's a game room. We can just kind of start by talking about all the various aspects. Which of you would like to describe the cosplay contest? Oh, Michelle, because, well, we know you also like your costumes, and your children have always been very well dressed every Halloween on up, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
We always do. My whole family, my husband and I and the girls. In the last couple of years, I've been Miss Frizzle at the oh my goodness, the Elko Pop Con.
Yes.
This year,
Miss Frizzle's frazzled.
Definitely. Last year we had all the staff dress up as Waldo, and then this year we are going to be hot sauces. So.
Oh, is there a story behind that?
No, we just thought each one has a different mild or Diablo or spicy or whatever, and then there's different sayings on each one, so everyone got to pick what they wanted, and
cute.
We thought it was something fun.
Oh, that is great. So look for the hot sauces running about, scurrying to and fro to help you during Elko Pop Con, because that's what it's going to be about. Friday and Saturday. I understand Friday opens, is it at 11 tomorrow or on Friday? Yeah.
Friday is at noon.
Okay, noon. And then Saturday
is 11, correct.
Okay.
And then Saturday is when that cosplay contest will happen.
Oh, great. So let's talk about cosplay. If you want to participate in the cosplay contest, you do need to sign up, but you can sign up right before the event, right, Michelle?
You can. So it has closed online, but walk-in signups are accepted between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. in the panel room B, which is located in the E Center. But it is first come, first serve, with priority given to those who signed up ahead of time. Once it's filled, all spots are filled. It's good to go.
Yep, because it's a big contest. There's a lot of interest in this one. And there are different categories, right? 3 different costume categories, first of all.
Yes, there is. So there's the armor and foam work, the sewing and textile, and then there's the youth, which is for 11 to 16-year-olds.
Oh, good. So youth, there'll just be all types of costumes combined in that one. And then there's even a separate, because I know when we first started, because this is the 3rd annual Elko Pop Con, it was all on the main stage, but it was a little intimidating for the little ones, right?
It sure was. Yeah. So that first year, some of them crying to go on stage. And so last year we started just the kids' costumes. So those are from 1 to 10. And that will be at 5 o'clock on Saturday. That will be in the turquoise room. And that is any costumes, any kids, any ages, they come, they get to parade across the stage, twirl around, show us their costumes. And then when they're all done, they will take a trip throughout all the vendors and show off their costumes to everybody throughout the PopCon.
Everything seems to run very smoothly, by the way, both times that I've been. Velma is still heading things up for you?
Yes, yep. So Velma Rip is returning for her 3rd year. She helps line out the cosplay contest, lining out the workshops, the panels, and then just works with us throughout the event. So she's an amazing resource.
And she's very inspiring, and I think that she's helped a lot of because you can also do a little skit, to show off your costume. And so the judging, something about the costume, it has to be at least 50% handmade. Is that right, Michelle?
Correct.
Okay. And that's using your own crafting skills. You can have a solo costume or even come as a group, which is fun when you see the whole family dressed as something. So
yeah, it's been fun.
Work colleagues. So in the cosplay costume contest, there'll be craftsmanship is judged. That's focused on how well the cosplay is made, the originality and the accuracy of that cosplay. If you're recreating a character, for example, the on-stage performance, this is where people can really shine, right, Michelle?
Yes, absolutely. I believe they're given, is it 60 seconds, Kim?
I believe so.
So they give a sound music to us on which they want to come out on the stage and do. And so they have that 60 seconds and come out and do their performance or whatever they would like to do on stage to impress those judges.
And people get so excited. This is where fans are needed. So you don't have to be a cosplay costume person. You might be inspired after visiting your first one, but just getting out there and cheering for people, right? That's so much fun.
Absolutely. I think that's the funnest part, is watching everybody get excited to see the different costumes and the creativity when they come out on stage. And they've worked hard all year long to make these costumes. And so being out, in that audience and cheering for them, they get excited.
Yep, it really fires them up. So the costumes will be judged on those areas. The onstage performance is a big part. The judges are listening, certainly. And then there's that level, just the overall level of difficulty, too, that someone's put into that. So again, it sounds like the cosplay costume contest still has some openings, but you want to get signed up, right, Kim?
Absolutely, because once it is full, it closes.
And we just don't want anybody disappointed. We're talking with our guest today, Michelle Cromwell and Kim Longley, both from the E-Center here in Elko, our convention and conference centers hosting the big Elko Pop Con. So now we'll get into just the venue itself. I was looking at the map. All of this that we're referencing, by the way, is online at exploreelko.com. But you've got something known as Celebrity Row. Should we talk about that?
Yeah, yep. So Celebrity Row is located in the lobby of the E-Center or Convention Center. And this year we will have Chris Hackney, who is a voice actor known for Fire Emblem and K-Project. We will have Michael Welch from Twilight, Megan Hollinshead, who was the original Nurse Joy on Pokemon, Christopher Gorham, who's on Lincoln Lawyer and George and Mandy's First Marriage, Julian Richings from Supernatural and The Umbrella Academy, Olivia Hack, who was little Cindy Brady in the 90 Brady movies. And we will also have special guests will also be in Celebrity Row, and that's author of Paradise Planet's Sean Barrows.
Nice. What a great lineup. And what's important to note, too, is that these celebrities, many of them heard about the Elko event, right, Kim? And they wanted to be here. Yes.
Actually, a few of these agents reached out to us and sent us their roster list and wanted to know if we were interested. Because these PopCons can be huge and intimidating, but Elko seems to be just right, Michelle. I think there are a lot of efforts to keep this one smallish and organized and accessible.
Absolutely. I think I know for over the past couple of years we've done it. The celebrities are like, where's Elko? Like, we're going to the middle of nowhere, but they get here and at the end they've had such a great time, complimented on what a wonderful community we have. And so I think word of mouth gets around to other celebrities and agents, and it's neat. It's proud to live here.
Because they come here because they know that they've been featured in something, that they have fans. But our fans are appreciative, right, Kim? That's been the experience we hear about.
Yes, we hear time and time again from our guests how polite everybody is that they interact with, and that they cannot believe how polite and kind everybody is. And they're excited. And some of them want to come back again the next year.
Fantastic. So this will help grow our event, Elko's Pop Con, which is a celebration of all things popular. That's where the pop comes from. Celebrating creativity, family activities. It's not just for kids. There are a lot of adults who are very serious about their popular culture, and it gives them a reason to, come together and to make a new community in some cases. We do know that there's also the vendor city. So tell us about all the exciting offerings, because even if you just get overwhelmed, you can retreat to the vendor city and find something, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep. So Vendor City will be in the conference center, which is right next door to the E-Center. We have 58 different vendors this year.
That's a lot.
It is, yeah. And they have some amazing stuff. So everybody's encouraged to go check it out and see what you might find there.
Wow, Kim and Michelle and the staff, you've worked so hard on this. This is just wonderful for the community. So in Vendor City, you might find collectibles, right? There's an opportunity to get food on the premises. Is that right?
Yep, we will have food vendors as well. They will be stationed in between the two facilities. So then that way people can just go back and forth. We will have a tent to provide some shade with some tables and chairs, and of course our patio benches.
Nice. So you can roam indoors and out. That's also nice too. Sometimes the kiddos just need to get out and run and play in the grass. So, Michelle, something tells me your family probably loves karaoke. Is that right? So there's a karaoke room.
There is a karaoke room that is in the E-Center right next to what we're calling this year, the tavern is called the Enchanted Forest. And so doors are open in between those. So people can come and just enjoy some karaoke and walk over and have a drink and enjoy themselves.
So that's a great place for adults, again, to mingle a little bit. Obviously, there's a kids zone that's specific, so the adults and children's areas are separate. I see here an escape room. You have even an escape room set up during this venue. Is that right?
So that is the Commercial Fun Center. So each year, Dr. Edwards and his amazing staff have been part of the Elko Pop Con as well as on our committee and helping us. And they have 4 mini escape rooms that they have inside that room this year. So that will be a lot of fun.
Wow. So this is all set up again inside. Once you get into the Elko Convention Center and you just start, because it's both Friday and Saturday. It is $5 admission this year, $20 for a family. But you probably want to explain it's for an awesome cause.
Yeah, so it is. So it is $5 per person or $20 per family of 5 or more, although we're not going to turn anybody away. This event is open to the community. Come, enjoy yourself. If you don't want to or can't give, we're not going to say, hey, you can't get in. So each year...
Which is also amazing.
Yes, yes, and it's exciting. So each year we've chosen some organization to take parquet or that we give to. And so this year we chose the Ruby Mountain Resource Center. So with that, all of the money is going to be divided among the 2026 Elko Pop Con and the Ruby Mountain Resource Center. So they actually have a booth set up and they have their staff that's going to man it, and they're selling some tie-dye T-shirts and things like that right there in the front when you enter. So all of that money is going to go to an amazing cause.
That's wonderful. Ruby Mountain Resource Center helps people, adults in our community with who have disabilities. They learn to create things. Sometimes they repurpose things. They have the thrift store there on River Street, and so it's a wonderful enterprise in of itself. And so it's nice to be able to give back to them. And I know at Elko Pop Con, again, I was just looking at this amazing map. The panel room and the workshop room. So the cosplay also comes with a certain inspiration to want to act out your costume, for example. And some of these workshops and panel discussions might inspire people to do that, right, Kim?
Oh, yeah. Yep. And additionally, this year we'll have the Ren Fair. and they will be outside. Yep, they're going to do some demonstrations outside.
Thanks, Marianne.
So that's going to be a great fun thing for the families to do. But yeah, between that and then even getting to learn additional knowledge about building a cosplay outfit, that will be in some of the panel rooms. There's actually some hands-on workshops where you can build some different items and then get to take them home with you.
In fact, I was going on to, and you can do the same thing, visit exploreelko.com, and then you can find this list of, so Friday, for example, the cosplay, there'll be a cosplay exhibition, it looks like at 2 p.m. in the panel room. There'll be a discussion on how to dress for the apocalypse, the wasteland wardrobe, an introduction to photography for cosplay, making and publishing your own RPG books. Then that evening at 6, there's myth, magic, and meaning, using lore and legends to build richer fantasy. And then another great panel discussion for people serious about their endeavors, the economics of enchantment. This is exploring financial dynamics in fantasy, comic, and gaming narratives. This is so well-rounded.
Yes, it definitely is. And if for some reason somebody doesn't want to go to the website, they can download our brand new app that Michelle created.
Thank you, Michelle.
Yes, so we're so excited. So on the app, you're at home, you want to know what there's to do, the schedules are there. There's a lot, and how do you choose, or how do you remember everything that's happening? So you can click on the plus button and it'll create your own itinerary for you, which also you can choose to give notifications, say 15, 10, 5 minutes before a panel or a workshop to remind you, hey, this is going to happen. So that's all part of the new app. It's just Elko Pop Con. You can get it on Apple or Google. And it's free. You get on there, and it also has a map showing where all the vendors are. Each room, you click on the room, and it gives a list of what is happening in that room and the time.
Thanks for helping us learn new technology and creating that app, Michelle. That is going to be so helpful. Elko Pop Con, that is a new app, again, that will download, sending directly to your mobile device with alerts, because I could easily see being there, I've done that. I've been there and think, oh no, I'm late for such and such panel or workshop. The other thing to keep in mind is that really most of what we're describing, other than some celebrity opportunities, because they do ask for honorarium, I think, in exchange for autographs and things like that, they can do that. But most of these events are free.
Absolutely. There's maybe in the game or in the panel session and the workshops, there's maybe a handful of the workshops that cost. Other than that, it's free.
So that was Friday's lineup, and these were just the workshops that are going to be at the Elko Convention Center, coinciding with Elko Pop Con. On Saturday, starting at noon, there's a beginner's guide to leatherworking. Then you can drop in on the D&D Beginner's Guide to DMing, which is super cool. The Knowledge of the Jedi is at 2 p.m. That's a Star Wars panel. Oh my gosh, that's great. What fun. I'm sure some people will be dressed up. Other people will just be buttoned up, right? And they'll be able to talk all about Star Wars. How to Survive in a Mad Max World. Helpful tips for the apocalypse. That's also 3 p.m. on Saturday. The Basics of Comic Making, because you also have artists and authors coming too. That's at 4. Siege the Day. I want to make sure I got that right. Siege the Day, the science of medieval siegecraft. Siegecraft. I didn't realize that. 5 p.m. Black Thumbs is at 6 o'clock. Oh my gosh, how fun making Mad Max cars. We're going to be seeing and doing so much this weekend, Kim.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a busy weekend for sure.
Elko Pop Con, celebrating creativity. There's a game room. We also want to talk about that, because the game room gives you a chance to drop in both Friday and Saturday. Some people really love their games and they can become immersed in that. And I can let you, Kim, if you want to point out some of your favorites, because there are different age categories for the different days, right?
Yep. So we actually have one of our committee members, Vern. He handles the game room and he's just absolutely amazing. Some of the Dungeons and Dragon games, those are super popular. I know when I was able to peek in last year, those tables were just full. But yeah, we're going to have some of those games, and then they have some Disney Smash Up, and those are just open play games. So what you can do is walk in with your family, check out the game, go to a table and just play it. And then when you're done, you just take it back to Vern. But yeah, so he has a ton of games that he brings in, and he just runs the whole game room for us.
So that is a game room, again, free of charge, both Friday. He's got it from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., the Dungeons and Dragons Hunter's Call Session 1. That'll have 8 players. The Pokemon tournament is Friday from 1 to 4. And then from 4 to 7, this second session of the Hunter's Call Dungeons and Dragons. Saturday, they're going to be doing a Warhammer team tournament. 15 players will take up last part of Saturday with the big session, session 3 of the D&D Hunter's Call. So what fun. So again, just various ages. The game room's going to be located in the Vendor City building. You might find yourself hanging out there all weekend, or you can just drop in and out, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can come and go as you please.
That is part of Elko Pop Con 2025. It's hard to believe. I mean, we're already August 8th and 9th, which is coming this weekend. And then I thought, because the visitors and guests who are also coming, we mentioned some of the celebrities, obviously, but they are going to be doing some panel talks, right? So they describe their creativity in their film, their art, whether it's comics or graphic arts, they're writing books, they're acting, because voice acting is acting. And so they're going to be featured in some discussions that come from the main stage. Is that right?
Yes. Yep. So they will be in the theater.
Okay.
And we brought back our amazing MC, Tori, and she will be leading those. So we're very excited to see what costume she brings this year. And it is always fun to watch those on the main stage.
Tori is so funny and so entertaining and so engaging. She has so much energy. And so the main stage productions that open on Friday, beginning at 2:00, this is a great one, From Your Closet to Cosplay.
Yeah.
Yep. Had a pull just right out of your very own. You don't have to buy anything. It's fun to thrift stuff too. You can support Ruby Mountain Resource Center. Maybe you could tell us about celebrity Sean Barrows, what that celebrity might be teaching us at 3:00.
So he's our special guest who's the author of Paradise Planets. Yes, so he's going to be talking about that. I believe he has a new one coming as well.
Fun.
He's also Emmy nominated. He's a musician as well. But his main focus at Archon is going to be as a writer and with his book series.
Nice. So that'll be at 3:00 on Friday, Sean Barrows. And then, as we talked about, Chris Hackney will take over starting at 4:00.
Yep, Chris will take over. He's the voice actor. We're super excited for him to be joining us this year.
And then, as you talked about, the Studio C session, that really stands out for me. Tori Pence had buddy Matt Meese, and they were just so funny and talking about their experiences. Studio C, for those who might not be familiar, it's kind of like an SNL, honestly. Yeah. So more of a regional, local type SNL. So
yeah, they're fun to watch together.
Very, very fun and funny, very topical and contemporary, and just really talented. And you can see how work evolves, how they create things, kind of like, stand-up comedians do. And then you have a celebrity on Friday at 6 p.m., Katie Sarif, is that how you say it?
Actually, unfortunately, she had to cancel. She was offered the opportunity to go film.
Well, I think, Katie, in that case, we wish you all the best, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, absolutely. So she did send her regards, but she will not be able to make it this year.
That is okay in that case. And then there's going to be trivia. Is that right? Tell us about Marvel trivia on stage.
Oh, yeah. So we actually have a few different trivias planned throughout the event. It's we have a Marvel. We have, I believe, a Disney trivia. The one that I think is going to be very popular is going to be the Supernatural trivia.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yes. And the fun thing, too, we even have one of the actors from that show. So it's going to be a great time.
Oh, my gosh. No pressure, to get anything wrong with the actor there. That's great. So Marvel trivia, again, other trivia that's throughout Elko's Pop Con this weekend. And as you talked about, the Disney trivia gets things started. Most of these events are staged so that the littles can enjoy things earlier in the day, and then they kind of shift shift to more adult entertainment later in the evening.
Absolutely, because we know that usually by midday, the littles are ready for a nap and to go home.
So, Michelle, we do know that our community has also been invited to get in on this, right? To maybe offer discounts or deals or their own contest, whether it's at restaurants. We have some amazing sponsors, and I want to make sure you get to mention all those who've helped to make this happen for year 3.
Yes. So for our sponsors for year 3, who we are very thankful for, without sponsors, the event really is just going to get hard, and then we won't be able to keep it community free. And that's our goal, is to make it affordable and free for the community. So we have Orla Mining. They have sponsored Gold Dust West and Hampton by Hilton, Everything Elko, and Travel Nevada.
Nice. Well, thank you, all of you sponsors. Get the word out, patronize those businesses, give them a shout out when you see them, right, Michelle? All those things really matter because we know they have so many people asking. There's so many choices, right? What to contribute to.
Absolutely. And if you're a business out there or something, even if it's this year, again, it's short notice, a little hard, but next year, and want to be involved, and maybe it's, hey, get a free drink, come in costume or something like that. We would love to get the businesses in downtown, throughout the whole town, involved in this and make it a giant community event. If you have something that's happening, we close our doors at 8:00. These people that come here in their costumes, they're looking for other things to do. So if you're a business and you have something going on, let us know. We would love to share the word.
I'm sure there are some Star Wars fans that would love to continue their discussion in downtown Elko, for example. So lots of great opportunities throughout the community. Both of our guests today talking about Elko Pop Con. I know it's a lot, but it's worthwhile, and it's not too much because, again, there are distractions here, things that you can do hands-on if you want to drop in on a game or you want to listen to a panel. So lots and lots of different things that you can do that are going on. And they're also staged nicely. So they're not, you can play a game and then, as Michelle was saying, set your notification, and then it's time to go in and hear a panel discussion. So things will wrap up on Saturday. We just want to mention on the main stage, that's when celebrity Michael Welch will be there, Olivia Hack, Julian Richings, and Christopher Gorham. There'll be a Disney sing-along, a celebrity highlight featuring Megan Hollingshead, and then that supernatural trivia that Kim was talking about. And then the big thing, which is the contest we should mention, because this is the end of the session, but it's also, for a lot of people, it's the culmination, as you mentioned, of a year's work, because there's huge prizes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Best in Show takes home $1,500.
For a costume, right? Not just a costume, but a cosplay. This is something that someone spent a lot of time making. There's armor and foam work category, sewing and textiles. Again, that youth category, but amazing. And even third place, not bad at all. Some gift cards valued from $75 up to $300. So
yes, and this year we went with something different from the kids category, because the first 2 years they received a Nintendo Switch, and it was the same person that won both years.
Oh dear.
Because he's amazing and he's done great with both of his costume. So this year we are doing, for first place for the kids category, is a VR set.
Oh, nice. All right. So there's going to be some competition for that. Ages 11 through 16. The first place is the Meta Quest 3S, all in one headset.
Yes.
Okay.
Should be fun.
Should be super fun, you guys. Well, again, I think we've given you a taste of what you can look forward to. Please download the app, Elko Pop Con. Go to the App Store and find that. I want to make sure, ladies, that we haven't missed anything from this that we wanted to make sure we included today.
The only other thing I want to mention, this year, we are going to be selling mystery boxes in the Enchanted Forest, which is the bar. Anyone can go in, though, because there are non-alcoholic drinks in there, too, so it's not just 21 and older. But we will have 40 mystery boxes available. They will have all sorts of different goodies in them, with one box having $100 in chamber checks, because the chamber graciously donated that. And the boxes are $40 each. And that money all goes back to helping us with 2026 Elko Pop Con.
What fun. You can purchase a mystery box, first come, first served, and come away with some cool swag and unique items to the 2025 Elko Pop Con. And you just might win that $100 chamber gift card. That's so cool. Chamber gifts, chamber check, I think is what they are, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, that's great. And again, the Elko Area Chamber's been a big sponsor and help too, I'm sure, in this effort.
Oh, yes. Yep. Yeah. Especially Katie.
We saw Katie running around as Where's Waldo last year too. So,
and she's back to help us again this year.
Oh, so. Good. And she'll be a little hot sauce.
She will.
I wonder which one she picked. We're going to have to seek that out. That's awesome. Of course, we really appreciate our friends at the Elko Area Chamber. Thank you, ladies, for everything you do. The next time they're back, we're going to spend some time talking about the Festival of Trees.
Yes.
So we do want to mention, though, that the charity applications will open for that this month.
Yes, August 29th, the charity applications will go live. So all local nonprofit groups are encouraged to apply. And if you're starting to get stuff ready for tree decorating, the theme for this year is the 12 Days of Christmas.
Thank you so much, Kim. Kim Longley is the sales and event manager alongside Michelle Cromwell, who is marketing and advertising manager for our E-Center, Elko Convention and Conference Center. Again, the facelift over there looks beautiful, you guys. The landscaping, the paint. Nice. And I understand it's just the first of more to come. So shout out to Executive Director Annette Kerr for all the work in making it financially feasible to do that with our existing resources. So this is a way to give back to the community and to come out and support the E-Center, because this is one of the events that the community requested, right, Kim? This is all in response to what people said they wanted to see and do.
Yeah. So. And I think just the attendance levels show year after year that the community is enjoying it and they want to have more.
As I say, it's grown year after year. The first year there was a little bit under 3,000 attendees that we saw, and then last year was a little over 4,000.
Wow, that is impressive. I have to say too, I popped in. It was another one of those busy weekends, but just to remind people that sometimes, if you have an idea of an event, it's just good to suggest it, to bring it up, because maybe you guys never thought of it. I went into the tattoo convention and I was like, there were a lot of people at and I've never been to a tattoo convention, and it was hosted by Family Resource Center as a fundraiser there. And I can see that one growing too, because there were already people saying, yeah, we're going to get work done, and we hope that it gets grows next year and goes later into the evening, and a tattoo convention in Elko.
Yeah, no, and I think having it the same weekend as their concert was an amazing idea. Ashlyn did amazing, and so did her team.
Yes.
I know that concert sold out.
Yes.
I saw video and photos, and it was amazing. And the tattoo convention was very well attended, I think, for the first year.
Absolutely. And you know what? Were a lot of families at the tattoo. There were moms with strollers and everything. So you guys, you got to start thinking outside the box, right?
Absolutely.
Yep. We've got lots of really cool people looking for these kind of cool new events. So Elko Pop Con, Friday and Saturday, game room, cosplay, visitors and celebrity guests, stagecraft, props making, the huge cosplay costume contest. Visit the Vendor City Celebrity Row, take part in live workshops, demonstrations, and the game room. And hopefully we've inspired and encouraged you to attend. Thank you both for being here today.
Do I have time to mention one more thing?
Oh, of course, Michelle.
I just want to also mention this year we are raffling off banners that are signed by past celebrities and special guests. So those are in the Enchanted Forest. They're $1 a ticket, or $25, or 25 tickets for $20. And so they're the big banners that are over the celebrities every year, and they've all been signed.
Nice. So that would be perfect in your business or your game room. Just a really cool collectible. We know that Elko Pop Con is a lot for collectors. They just love it, and they get to meet some of the artists for whom they've been collecting, whether they're the graphic artist or the authors. So really nice work, ladies.
Yeah, we think it'll be fun, and all the money raised will go back into 2026 PopCon.
There you go. Already looking forward to number 4. Well, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Kim, for being our guest today. Thank you, listeners, for joining us. All things Elko Pop Con, explore elko.com, or simply download the new app, Elko Pop Con, for all the details.